Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. This is Steve, my friend
That's
Steve. We're just doing something a little bit different this week, this video. I've known Steve for many years. He is Melbourne's biggest Hulk fan.
Debatable, but
I'm happy to debate that.
I know Larry's out there. Larry, if you're watching, you may top me on that one.
But Steve's over tonight. He brought 3 comic books to show off. So, Steve, you want to start us off?
Would love to. Thanks, mate. First of all, thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, no worries.
I've seen your other episodes and enjoyed them immensely, so it's nice to be a part of this one. We'll start off today by just saying that when Martin invited me to come on and present some of my comics, I'll just move across a little bit, or you
make
might
sure
just
you're in frame.
See my shoulder. But yeah, so I thought we might go all out and just do a complete Hulk episode. But I thought, no, we'll keep it interesting for the viewers. So I was even going to wear a Hulk t-shirt, but no, I pulled out, and here we go with the old Big Town Beavers. If anyone wants to guess where this is from.
Right, no idea.
What movie? Teen Wolf.
Oh, okay.
So we'll start off with the first comic anyway, and having said we're not going to look at Hulk comics, here's one featuring Hulk. Now, before I show this one, this was one of those stories that you see as a kid or read as a kid this is, for me, my personal experience. This is 1981. We were living in Italy at the time. My mum used to buy comics for my brother and I to read, and this one stuck in my mind for years later, even after we no longer had the comic. This will blow your mind.
Yep.
The Hulk versus the Thing in a boxing ring. So that was a big feature of the story, something that never left me. I didn't know what the name of the comic was. It was a part of a compilation, all written in Italian. Had no idea. There was no internet. Years later, fast forward to 1999, and I grab it off eBay. My first or second purchase ever off eBay. Giant Size Superstars #1. I'm hoping you can see everything on the screen.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So this one here, as I said, Hulk versus the Thing. The story basically goes, Bruce Banner stumbles into the city, enters the Baxter building. It's only the Thing there.
Yep.
Sue and Reed are out for some reason. Don't know where Johnny is. Reed's working on some... Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Reed has been working on some contraption which is supposed to cure Ben of being the Thing. Bruce Banner gets excited and decides that he wants to try and use this one to rid himself of the Hulk. Basically, he hulks out, the machine gets destroyed or mixed up in the process, and long story short, the Hulk's brain winds up in the Thing's body, and the Thing's brain winds up in the Hulk's body, which makes it really confusing for the reader, but also fun. And
so what this is actually a reprint of a few issues of the Fantastic Four. I've only just read them recently.
There you go.
So I forget who the writer is, but it's Rich Buckley artwork with
sure is.
Joe Simmett, on inks. And it's like issue 150, 160, around that era.
Reprinted it in Giant Size Superstars. Yeah. So I've just learned something tonight, just when I thought I had it all sorted. Rich Buckley, I think also, wasn't he the inventor or the creator of Deathlock?
Yes.
Originally, yeah.
I think, I'll have to check.
We'd have to Google it. Yeah.
Or you can tell us in the comments down below if we're just talking out of our area.
Oh, we could be. It's late on a Friday night. We'll follow up quickly with the next one. This one, if anyone's heard of Revolutionary Comics, they were around, I think they started in 1989 to 93. There was a big era for hair metal, rock, glam metal, all the stuff I'm into. Even though I recently cut my hair, I can no longer be classified as one of those,
hair metal enthusiasts.
Still in here. Everyone know who Warrant here are? This is one of my favourite bands of all time, Warrant. You probably know them from Cherry Pie. There's a lot more to Warrant than just Cherry Pie. And this is issue number 10, and they've done every other rock band you can think of: Aerosmith, Poison, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi I have. Bon Jovi issue is very interesting because the backup story there is John's hair decides to come alive. It gets a life of its own, and it attacks and terrorizes New York. And just like King Kong, I think it climbs the Empire State Building, kills people, and I think there's helicopters attacking it as well. That's John Bon Jovi's hair. Unbelievable story. But,
so it's Rock and Roll Comics.
But Rock and Roll Comics, yes, that was the flagship title of Revolutionary Comics, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So they ran for, I think it was about 50 or 60 issues, and they never got the authority to print these from the band and their management and their merchandising company. So they got in a bit of trouble, a bit of hot water, and a few issues were taken to court. And one in particular, I think number 6 or number 8, with Skid Row, the band Skid Row, that never saw the light of day. It was illustrated, it was ready to print, but it's, yeah, you can't get it because the band's management just wouldn't have a bar of it. And a lot of other bands and artists endorsed these things, even though they didn't have any profits from them. It just helped promote them. So I guess it depends who you are and whether you like free promotion or you're stingy.
That's really cool. Thanks for that.
And last up, we're going with a completely different genre of story here. Anyone seen 1982's Creepshow movie by George A. Romero? This is the comic adaptation. It's not the original one that came out in 82. This is a reprint from 2017, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
It's got Bernie Wrightson artwork, so for that alone, it's worth checking out. Even if you haven't seen the film, for the artwork alone, it's just phenomenal. The artwork is just beautiful. And 5 short stories, 2 of which I think Stephen King had written previous to the movie, and I think 3, it might be that ratio or the other way around, were written just for the film. So if you've seen the film, or if you haven't seen the film, do yourself a favour and check it out. But the comic itself is phenomenal. It's just the artwork is just classic 82 Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful cover. Now, Image just recently brought out a 5-issue series of Creepshow.
Yes.
I can hazard a guess and say it's not as good as this, but it's in the style. Even the trade dress and the layout is just like this. So when you showed this to me before, I was very, very impressed. Very impressed.
Well, I wouldn't mind wearing the even one of those 5 issues just to see how they compare. But if only they'd done a Creepshow too. That movie, trashy as it is, there's something about it. If only they'd done a comic book version of that.
Well, I've never seen it, so you've given me something to look for.
As I said, do yourself a favour.
All right, that might end it for tonight's video. Thank you for sticking with us. Again, my name's Martin.
I'm Steve.
Please put any questions or comments down below. I certainly appreciate all the feedback, and we'll catch you at the next one. All right, thank you.